Well, hello, hello. Hi. So good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you all. This is Becky. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. We get ourselves set up here. Oh my goodness. You guys look fantastic. Let's see here. I always feel like I'm right in your face. Hi. Yeah, hi to you too, Terry. Hey, Deb. How are you doing? So good to see you all. I'm really glad that you could make it today. While we get set up, uh, just want to make sure you can hear me. I'm assuming that's a yes, you can hear me. Good. Thank you. Because I do, unfortunately, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, we do have to put you on mute. And you know, honestly, I'm going to say this again. It gives you a chance to go get some music. If you want to put something soothing and wonderful, calm and rejuvenating for you in the background, go do that. I think that we would all welcome in the chat if you've got ideas for music. Go ahead and do that. Good to see you. Hi there. And we'll check this one more time. I'm just going to stand back here for a sec. Okay. No toys required. You don't need any toys. And in fact, I think I committed to a couple of you that we're going to minimize kneeling today. So speaking of relieving joints, couple things I would recommend you might want on hand. That would be a towel. It can be just a simple bath towel or beach towel or folded. This is great to sit on. Relieve those tight hip flexors. Anybody else been getting out to enjoy this gorgeous weather? Tell me yes. I hope so. So you want to make sure, yeah, things get tight, don't they? So you would use this to maybe sit on to get started, or later when we get to our pigeon and hip openers, we will be doing those one-legged pigeons. You can always use this as a great prop. Yeah, underneath your thigh or somewhere to relieve if you have any pressure, just to elevate. The other thing that, because you're at home, many of you are at home doing this, and I so applaud you. If you ever get into a deep, say a deep lunge position, and you're thinking, oh, I just need some assistance, towel's not gonna do it, use a chair. Let's go ahead and get, you know, a chair or something, a piece of furniture. You can always use that for our standing poses where you might need assistance. Yeah, I see a couple of you going to go get some stuff. So, like I said, really nothing required. You just want to find a space that you can spread out in. Best to have a firm surface so you can get good foot grip when we get to our standing postures. Pretty funny. Couple things. Have you noticed, those of you who have children around or pets, they love yoga too. So let them come and join you. They're going to want to know why they can't if you don't welcome them into your yoga practice. What a joy. I've heard some great stories about your pets enjoying your yoga and you. So love those stories. Keep them coming. I really appreciate it. I want to share with you as well that we will be here 4 o'clock next Monday, Memorial Day. Take a time out, or take me, yes, we're going to be right here, free Zoom, and take me to the park with you. There's nothing saying that you can't just take an hour out, right? Or welcome your friends and family to join this session. So we will be here on Memorial Day at 4 o'clock. And again, this is Becky. I'm Becky, this is Gentle Yoga. Reminders, and then we'll get started. Want you to make this your practice. Please honor your body today. You are a different person at this moment than you were this morning or yesterday or last week. So listen to your body and just let it flow where it needs to go. Want full breath. If your breath gets hindered, probably need to back up a little bit. And we go in a progression. We go in a sequence. So the safe bet is to go back a step if you need to, okay? And then just keep in mind too, that anytime you want to make it simpler, you're going to bend those limbs. Bend your knees and elbows will be easier than longer limbs, okay? We will start seated, so get yourself comfortable. If you feel better stretching out a leg or laying down, that's okay. We start our first few minutes with just some centering breath. So you can do that in any comfortable position, okay? If you're gonna stay seated, yeah, let's rock a little, and you want to create a platform with your hips. Settle in, absolutely. Welcome, welcome, and here we go. From here, let's just take a deep breath. A nice deep inhale through the nose if you can, and a deep exhale. Maybe a few of these breaths need to come out through the mouth. Let go of some stress. Another deep inhale. Try that nose inhale. Nice tall spine. And exhale, big push from deep in the belly. Get rid of any stale breath. Big inhale. As that spine grows tall, feel your chest go broad and those lungs filling up. And exhale, lungs slowly deflating and relaxing your shoulders down your back. Slowing down that breath, let it get fuller. Deep inhale, breathe into any tight spot you might be feeling. And as you exhale, feel the release. And let's do that again. Try your nose breathing. Deep inhale into any tight spot. And then from deep in the belly, back of the throat, exhale through that nose. Feel the release. Keep that breath going. Find your own personal breathing rhythm. Try to let it get slower and longer so you can calm your mind and embrace that serenity in your body. Today we'll find your flow, your own flow with breath. Absolutely will mirror the flow in your brain, in your heart, in your body. Nice breath in. Welcome in the present moment. And exhale away the past, anticipations of the future. Inhale in and just think of one thing. What can you be grateful for today? And then exhale away all the other clutter that's trying to enter into your mind. Focus on that one thing. Inhale and just be right here, right now. Exhale away judgments and expectations. Slowing down that breath. Imagine your mind like a clear blue sky. And any thoughts that come through are simply clouds. Let them float through. Clear blue sky breathing, deep full breaths to calm your mind and body. And that open heart, grateful for something today, just one thing. There's got to be a lesson through all of this that has brought you to at least one thing to be grateful for. I'm sure of it. Now that you have found some flow, let's start our practice with another deep inhale. Lengthening your spine tall. Exhale, rotate your chin over that right shoulder. And inhale, rotate over your left. Inhale, rotating to the right shoulder and keep going. Exhale, and when you're ready, to the left shoulder. Easy, side to side. Keep that deep flowing breath. And please, at your own rhythm. The next time your chin follows that right shoulder, don't rush it. Let's just linger there. Let the left side of your neck muscles lengthen. Fingertip massage if you need it. Inhale when you're ready. Chin lifts and then exhale. Just easy tuck of the chin over the shoulder. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tuck. Maybe you're massaging those side neck muscles. Ah. And when you're ready, it's an easy lift with an inhale, and then we'll rotate around and exhale to the left. Now rotating again from side to side, inhale right, and exhale, rotate left. We just did your calming flow of breath, and this is a little more energizing and warming. Let it come from deep in the belly, back to the throat. Loosen up those neck muscles. And the next time your chin rotates to the left, pause, linger there with that full breathing. Maybe fingertip massage. When you're ready, inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale and lift over that left shoulder, and exhale and tuck. Nice and easy to open up those neck muscles, hopefully not carrying too much stress, but let me guess, it jumps in there anyway. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck, and let's let this get a little heavy through the center. Half circle through the front, earlobe to the right. Exhale, half circle through the front, and then inhale when you get to the side. Exhale, half circle. Inhale at the side. Exhale and half circle. You want to keep your spine tall. Try to pull those shoulders back and down, using the heaviness of your head to stretch gently. Good. And another inhale brings you back to breath center and relax. Good. Big, wide sweeping arms. Scoop up all that positive energy. Exhale, elbows towards ribs. Inhale and big exhale. Pull your elbows down and back. Do at least 3 of these. Take your time. On the next one, when that happens, come on down to shoulder height, make these goal pulse and pull back. Good. Inhale, bring elbow and pinky finger together. This time, exhale and open, pull back. Open the chest. Inhale, bring them together if you can. Maybe a gentle lift to the sky. And then when you're ready to exhale, open, big chest. Inhale, lift to the sky. Try to touch pinky finger and elbow. Exhale and open. And release those arms all the way down. We're going to clasp those hands behind, finger looping. Inhale, lift those arms just a little bit to the rear with an open chest, maybe lifting your chin. Exhale and release. Some of you know we usually find a theme in these classes. This is one of them. Chest and shoulder and neck openers. Where's Rivka? Yeah, and release. We're lifting, inhaling, opening, lifting those arms. Let those shoulder blades draw back. And exhale and release around the front. Good. We're going to take this right arm across. Left arm underneath. Now, I think a lot of you know this. We borrow this for a lot of athletics. As you do this, push that right shoulder down. But I want you to create a dynamic tension now. Dynamic tension meaning forearms pressing into each other. So the right forearm pushing into the left pushing into the right, shoulders down. See what that does to help engage those muscles that get so tight. Yes, and then let's release and allow that blood to flush through. Let's go to the other side. Left palm is up, shoulder comes down. There you go. And as you pull this across, we know how to just lazily go into it. Make it active. Push those forearms into each other. Left forward, right comes back. Good. I knew you'd love that. Believe it or not, as you're activating those muscles, do you feel some heat? A little blood rushing through there? Yes. and then release, and there comes that fresh blood flushing. Let's go ahead and lay down. I want you to lay down on your back, gently get there. If you need to go to your side, go there. Good, let's bring those knees in and find a nice easy tuck here. Maybe a little egg beater for your knees, hips. We'll go to active bridging to engage the spine first. Plant those feet, lots of ways to get into bridges. We'll be going up and down. I'm just gonna suggest something we learned recently, right? You can wiggle those shoulders underneath before you even get started. And if that means your palms are up, your palms are up. Wiggle those shoulders underneath. Plant with your feet. Yes, all four corners, spread out your toes. There we go. Inhale, exhale, tuck your tailbone. Lift that pelvis, looking forward over those knees. Good. Nice big inhale on top. And then exhale, roll it down. Nice and easy. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll it back up. Inhale on top. And then exhale and roll. So whenever you're rolling, you've got a deep exhale to engage the core muscles together. Good. Inhale at the bottom and the top, and then roll. Try looking forward and just listening to me. As you continue to roll, think of this as spinal extension and flexion. Let it roll through the vertebrae. Activating spinal extension and flexion, yes. Now, next time, as you exhale and roll up, we're gonna pause and hold this bridge. Checking again with your feet. Did you roll out? Did you roll in? Make them stable. All four corners, not in, not out, just straight ahead. Good. From here, that one hip dip. You've got a big inhale to start this. And exhale, we're gonna dip one hip down towards the ground. It may not touch. Inhale, lift them level. Exhale, other hip. And then lift to level. You know, there's no scorecard in yoga. Still none. So nobody's gonna check how big this is. Tune in to how it feels. We want your pelvis to revolve and rotate around that low spine. Feel all of those connecting muscles. It's both stretch and strength. Very common with our yoga work. You're gonna find the yin and yang of every single pose we do. Now, as you're doing this, let's equalize left to right. You'll know. Bring it back up into bridge. Yes. Breathing, breathing. Nice deep breath. Feel the warming sensation. We're activating those back muscles. And when you're ready, it's an inhale on top, exhale to roll down and go nice and slow. Rock those shoulders away. Let your vertebrae find some space in between. You got it. Knees come up for an easy hug at the end of that. Love it. Nice. Arms come out into a T. So stabilize energy through your fingertips. Just a couple of easy knee circles on top. Doesn't have to be big. Just massaging that low back while I sneak in some core strengthening. 3 or 4 one direction and then go the other. I know you're all doing your plank a day challenge. Of course you are. Good. Now from here, we're gonna let those knees go over to one side. If you need your feet on the floor to let those knees drape over, go ahead. Yeah, if you wanna lift them, it'll be a little bit bigger. Let those knees drift over to one side. And if you want it bigger yet, slide out the bottom leg and come over with one top leg. 3 options, you choose. Establish your anchors through your shoulders and fingertips. Just an easy supine twist, and then see if you can look away. Continue that twist up through your cervical spine. Are you breathing deep? Yeah? I hope so. Answer is yes. Good. Inhale, exhale, bring them up to center, and then regroup. The other side doesn't have to be the same. Feet down, feet lifted. Slide on over to the other side, or slide down that bottom leg and let the one knee go across. Anchor through your shoulders. And maybe look away from that knee. Find your breath. Good job. You're so flexible. Good for you. Love it. Inhale, exhale. We're going to bring it back to center. With those feet on the ground, wide, knees are bent, arms are still out. Here comes that windshield wiper, but you're going to wipe once. Feet wide, keep your knees bent, and then wipe. Windshield wipe, those knees fall over towards one side. Good. And where we want to feel this, is on that top hip. Keep pushing that knee away. Feel the hip flexors. Outside of your thigh, IT band, it connects in your knee and your hip. And if it's not enough, take that bottom heel, let it rest on the top thigh, just gently, don't push. Yeah, for you, hikers, bikers, runners, walkers, this is for you. Good, let's undo gently. Inhale, exhale, recruit, bring it up to the front, to the center. Feet are wide, keep your feet anchored, and then wipe those knees over to the other side. Feet don't move. There you go. And if it's not enough, bottom heel can rest on top. Do not be surprised when our poses, our stretches, are more meaningful on one side versus the other. I'm just laughing at myself. This side's so easy is because my other leg is the dominant leg. Yeah, just an awareness. Just an awareness, no criticism. Good, good, good. Now let's release. Inhale, exhale. Roll on over to one side. There you go. Let those legs stretch out long. Some of you know this really well. Stack up your hips right on top of each other. Yes. Top arm on. Yeah, top arm down. And let's press up with the bottom arm now. I think you know this. You're going to press into a long lever. And as you do this, feel the stretch underneath, right? On the side towards the floor. Let this top hip roll back if it's too much. If it's not enough, top hip rolls forward. Remember this? Oh, yeah. So we're not trying to shrug. Yeah? Shoulder doesn't get anywhere near your earlobe. Feel that stretch. Good. Now you know what we're doing. You can just roll through belly or back and on over to the other side. I'm going to swivel so I can still see your happy faces. I know you love that one. Stack up those hips right on top of each other. When you're ready, push up with the bottom hand. Just a word of wisdom I've learned. We have so many smart people who attend our classes. As you're taking care of all those big joints, take care of your feet and your hands as well. So a lot of times I'm putting pressure on my thumb and index finger to do all the work all day long. Use all your fingers, those lagging 3 outer fingers. So in a supporting hand, use all your fingers plus your palm. Does that make sense? Stop talking to me, Becky. I got to get out of this stretch. Okay, release it down. From here, very quickly, not too much knee. We're just going to roll it on over and going up to downward dog right here. So those of you who have knee issues, I get it. I get it. All we want to do is walk into a gentle downward dog. Knees can be bent, whatever you got to do. Let's pedal out those feet. It's a nice, easy, slow walk on your beach. And then, yeah, over to one foot. It's a really good idea. Speaking of taking care of hands and feet, give your low leg and your foot a good stretch. Go on over to the other foot. Doesn't mean the heel has to touch the floor. Right, Ashley? Doesn't have to touch. All right. And let's regroup. So now I'm going to take those feet down towards the ground. Just a reminder from a couple weeks ago. Does it feel better to stand wide?
You can stand wide, that might be a little bit easier. Absolutely. Shift your weight front to back and find equal. Arms to legs. Tailbone lifting up to the sky. Yeah, now you've got a little load here. Load on arms, load on legs. That's okay, you'll be all right. You need to come on down to the ground, all fours to do that. When you're ready, we're going to come on up to tippy toes. Heels up. Stay on the tippy toes and bend your knees. Oh, keep those knees bent. Now push your heels back towards the ground. Feel the stretch come around to the shin. Ooh. Back up to tippy toes. Your knees are still bent. And lift those legs. Lengthen those legs. There you go. And release. Gaze forward. Walk your feet to your hands. Let those feet just land right underneath your hips. And relax here. Head heavy. Arms heavy. We're just going to gently sway this a little from side to side. You find what works for you. If you want to just let those arms dangle, that's fine. Hand clasp, or hand to elbow, It gets a little heavier. Really up to you. It's just slow motion doing two things. Reminding you of your grounding through your feet, all four corners. Don't let those feet roll from side to side. And then again, releasing through that low back. All right, let's release those arms, stop your knees. Roll it on up, and we're gonna do that halfway roll again. Big inhale, lift your chin and tailbone. Good. And exhale, round it into a cat position. Inhale, lengthen for cow, tailbone and chin up. And then exhale for cat. Look at your support right above your knees, not on the knee joint. Lengthen for cow, exhale for cat. When you're ready, articulating through your spine with your own deep breath. Yeah, I want to see this on the golf course. A couple of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Nice. And we'll tuck it under. Roll it on up from here. Find your strong mountain pose. Feet right under hips. Grounded through all 10 toes. Feel that engagement of the back of your legs, through your glutes, through your abdominals, relaxed shoulders. Perfect. Now, we're going to start to the right. So you want your right foot in front and step back with your left. Remember the alignment is your right toes go to your front and the left toes go to your side. You want a long stride here. If you can remember to line up your heels, that would be great. Now, I want you open to the side. We're going to extend it side angle. We're going to slide up those arms with a big inhale. And we're going to bend this right knee and exhale into extended side angle. So right through warrior two. Yeah, just reaching. While you're here, lengthening this left side of your body. Open up that shoulder. If you can gaze up, great. If it feels better, gaze down towards the ground. That makes it a little easier. Checking that that front right knee is never pushing past the toes. Okay. Now we're going to go from here to reverse warrior. Really important to remember our core cue. So if you want to put a hand or two on waist, yeah, find that belly. Then find a scoop so you can feel tight contraction, trunk, there you go. Scoop up that right arm. And then maybe let those left fingertips slide to the rear. All we're trying to do here is reverse and open to the opposite direction. I am just asking you to be reminded and mindful of your core engagement. Nothing here says you have to look up or look down. You do want to open up those shoulders though, so you're against a flat plane like your wall. Remember that? Right. So the right knee didn't sag in. It's still open and strong. Nice. Let's inhale and release the arm and the leg and find your cleansing breath. We're going straight into warrior one. I want you to start feeling this instead of mechanics. Let's take a big inhale, float up those arms. Good. Exhale and just bring it around to the right. as you sink into that right knee, does this left foot just want to turn? Let it. Let that left foot turn, finding your warrior one, but you are still anchored with your left pinky toe, anchored with a strong right flexion through the knee, breathing and reaching. And I have to say, this is one of my favorites. Let's take those big thumbs to the base of your occipital ridge. I actually like a little scalp massage here. Supporting that head. Inhale, exhale, open up those elbows, big wings. Again, you don't have to gaze up. Gazing forward is plenty. Feel it opening across your chest and shoulders. Good. Inhale, exhale. Bring it to extended side angle one more time. Where's John? He wants to know where warrior two is, right? Reaching, reaching, reaching. You're establishing an amazing strength here. Trust this right leg. Let's bring it down and see if we can find a little twist into this. As you rest your forearms on that right leg, trust the strength. Use a chair if you need to. While you're here, focus down and look at that big toe. If you can't see it, we've got a problem. You need a longer stride. While you're here, can you make it deeper? If you're going to go down with this left hand, pivot this back foot into your crescent. Maybe open that right arm to the sky. And again, use all 10 fingers, use all 10 toes. You're stopping where you can find your full breath. Good, let's release this down. We're gonna wiggle in, step in with this back foot as many times as you need to into your forward pyramid stance with a forward fold. And there's your long leg stretch. What do you do with those hands? Well, you can leave them right here. I will suggest you go ahead and add your chest expansion if you can find it, because that'll help us with the exit. Good, now activate those arms, let them help you. Inhale and lift yourself up. Good job, I saw that. Excellent, now we're just gonna switch it to the other side. So now the left toes are facing front and your right toes are facing side. I love it. Yeah, bring that chair and sofa into play. Long stride, can you go to the long stride? Open up those hips. We don't want them to collapse yet. Open them up, inhale, float up those arms, bend that left knee and exhale, reach overhead. Beautiful. Now this is an extended side angle. You get 2 of these. Doesn't that feel good? Now you're strengthening through the left leg. Checking. Don't let it push past those toes. If it's pushing over, you can't see your big toe for later. You need to get a bigger stride. Going to reverse warrior or dancing warrior. Where's your belly? Nice and strong. Inhale, scoop with that left arm. Exhale, squeeze into a strong trunk and reverse this. And let those right fingertips maybe slide down your leg. And I should have said this earlier. I was all concerned about your core. And one of the best cues, right arm to the low back. Checking that we're not closed in that right shoulder, try to open it up. I just caught myself. Yeah. Again, you're against your imaginary wall, or maybe some of you are actually doing this against a wall. Strengthening, strengthening, stretching, stretching. Let's inhale and lift. Leg and arm release. Find your cleansing breath. We're going to inhale, float up those arms, and exhale. We're going to go ahead and pivot. Just turn right into warrior one. Did this back right foot, does it want to turn? Those toes want to turn? I want you to find that organically. Find a position that allows your right pinky toe to ground in, those hips to turn towards the left, and spiral up this right side. Love it. All the warrior poses are about strength. And it is about strength, of integrity and compassion and a loving heart. So speaking of, let's open up that loving heart. thumbs to the occipital ridge, and inhale, exhale, open up, bring those elbows back. Give yourself a scalp massage if that feels good. Gaze into a comfortable level for your neck. Beautiful. Keep those legs. Inhale, open. Exhale, slide through that warrior two into your extended side angle one more time. I love it. I see a couple of you adjusting your feet and adjusting into each pose. That is so perfect. Let it evolve. We're never going to hit this pose perfectly every time. All right, let's bring this right arm down and see if we can twist into this. Looking at your big left toe. It could be plenty. Holding onto a chair, a stair, a sofa. And if you want to make it bigger, as this right hand comes down, pivot to your right toes. Then think about opening that left arm to the sky. So when you pivot onto your toes, that's a crescent. Reaching energy both directions. All through those fingers, all through those toes. Good, now we're gonna lower this. Step that back leg in as many times as you need to find a short stance in pyramid. Now the legs get long. They're bent if they need to be bent. It's okay. Arms can stay low. Please let me encourage you. Find a chest expansion. Even resting your forearms on your low back. That counts. Activate your arms. Let them help you. Yes. Inhale, lift. And release. Good, let's step to the front or let your legs be wide into a wide stance. Heel toe walk them out if you need to. This is a great time for a chair prop. Yes? And I'm going to suggest to you, every time we go forward into a fold, bend your knees as much as you need to. Hands behind. Namaste will be the hardest. You can just grasp, yes, hand to elbow, or namaste. You choose. Let's take them behind. There you go. Big inhale, nice tight belly, and exhale, forward fold. Bending if you need to through those knees. And looking through those legs. Oh, doesn't that look great? Good. Now while you're here, open up those chests, find your breath. Toes are facing the same direction as your hips. You can leave those arms in the sky or whatever you'd like to do, or release them forward, or use your chair. We're going to shift those hips. It's not a lunge. Shift your hips over to the right. Just shift, hold, feel the inner thigh stretch on the left, and then shift, hold, shifting to the left and pause over there. Yes, again, it is about working that pelvis. Let's shift it to the right. All the connecting muscles in and around that pelvis and low back into your inner thigh. Let's switch one more time. Just shift it. It's not a lunge, no knee bend. Bring it back to the center. Relax those arms. Heel toe, walk in as much as you need to. Bend those knees, tuck it under, roll it up nice and easy. Now you are always welcome to do long arm lifts and lowers. When you do that, obviously, it's a lot more work for the core. We're just trying to give you different entrances and exits from these poses so you can find all the safe things. Because I want you to do this again every day. Let's go to our balance pose. You may want to step onto a firm surface. If you're on a carpet, I'm going to tell you, you already know this, right? It's much more difficult because the surface undulates underneath your foot. If you've got extra mats stacked up on top of each other, try to get to a firm surface, okay? And if it's not, get ready to grab onto something. Okay, from here, balance. I love it. I can see Terry's chair. Let's dig in with that right leg. Bring those bundas into effect, okay? So, nice tight abdominals. right pelvic wall. Find your drishti. And before we do anything, we're just going to reel up this left knee. Arms may want to be out for a little extra balance, because here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Knee circles. Just warm up. Recruit the core with a little bit of knee circles, 4 to 6 one direction, and then 4 to 6 the other. It's nice and slow and controlled. Some of you are going to find this is way too easy. The hands go behind. And stay on that right leg. Keep your focal point. We're going into dancer. So you're going to want a strong right arm, and you're going to look to grasp your left leg. Pant leg, outer grip is easier. Inner grip a little bit more complicated, but you can find what works for you. Still on that right leg. And if you're not able to grasp anything, just imagine you can. Maybe you can hinge. Just make it a little bit bigger, lifting with your crown, lifting with the foot. And then feel that stretch across your left shoulder. You know we always do this to you. We're going to find as many 2-for-1s and 3-for-1s that we possibly can. The goal with this is balancing on the right foot. Nothing else fancy. All right. Lift and stretch through that right arm. Hinge yourself up. Release. Slow exit. Nothing happened. It was so easy. Perfect. All right, let's go to the left leg. Find your drishti. Bring in those bundas. Arms come out for a little extra balance. And start with those knee circles. Slow motion. Yeah. Nothing wobbles. Hips stay still. Shoulders stay still. It's 4, 6, one direction. Go the other direction. Do you feel your foot getting nice and strong? Yes. That's part of the goal here. Nice. And when you're done with those hip circles, go for dancer. So it's a strong left arm. Let's see those buys. There we go. Pant leg, outer grip, or can you grasp on the inner foot? Doesn't matter to me. I just want you to find balance anything over onto this left leg. Yes. And if you're hinging and lifting, yeah, maybe push that right foot gently into your right hand. Nice stretch. Hip flexors, shoulders. Along with that beautiful balance, good. Energize this left arm. Energize, reach to the left to help you hinge. Nice slow exit. So simple. Find that strong mountain pose. And we're coming back to the mat. So those of you who went and found that firm surface, come on back to the mat. Beautiful. From here, we are going to take a wide sweeping arm. Big inhale. And exhale, bringing those hands down to heart center. Tuck your chin with this. Welcome in all of that positive energy. And let those hands slide down your legs, your chin tucked. Different forward, fold, entrance. There you go. Relax your head, looking through your legs rather than at the floor. You know I love this. Bend one knee. Good. Well, it's this one that's bending. One leg stays long. It's another way to rock that pelvis a little bit. And let's switch. So we're sneaking in the hamstring release and a little bit of a pelvic rock so you can get some good stretch to that low back. Excellent. Now from here, we're going to go ahead all the way down onto your abdominals. What on earth? Hands, forearms stacked, and let your forehead rest. If you prefer to use a towel, go ahead, or a pillow, and do that. Little different cooling than you might be used to, but you can do the same thing. Wiggle your body, let it spread out, and let your body cool for a few moments. That's all we're trying to do. Find that breath. Relax those shoulders. Let those legs be long. And breathe. Such good work. Excellent. Now from here, we're going to take these arms back, chin on the mat, palms down, and legs are zipped up. So we'll do yeah. What we're trying to do here is a modification to your cobra. It's still a spinal extension and spine strengthener. And from here, what's really important is that you keep everything nice and tight. So zip up your legs. Good. Hands, palms are down. You might be able to inch them underneath your thighs. You may not. They may be on the outside, and that's fine. From here, engage your abdominals nice and strong. And we're going to lift one leg from the hip. It's not from the knee. You're going to lift one leg. So some call this a half locust. Let's set that down. Inhale, exhale, lift the other leg. You can see what's coming, right? It's going to be both, but you want your back to be ready for this. So nice tight abdominals. Relax it down. Either do the other leg again or try both. If you're doing one leg, set it down now and switch. Otherwise, stay with both. And feel that heat and energy up and down the spine. Good, and release the legs down. Hands come out from underneath. Cross, forehead down. Beautiful. Now, because we didn't get to this for a while, hands underneath, shoulders, elbows right underneath your shoulders, forearms down, your palms can be down or reaching forward. Curl those toes under, and we're going to lift up those hips and find plank. Yep, yep. Yeah, I can almost hear you through the Zoom meeting about the plank challenge. So if this is too much, remember a knee or two can go down, right? You can always let a knee down. You can always pitch your hips up a little higher. That's actually a little bit easier. And then bring it back into plank when you're ready. So now you're going to get your plank out of the way for the day. I can hear Mary thanking me. Oh, yes. As you do this, you have a broad collarbone, a long neck, and you're breathing. And if I put a 2x4 up against your side, you're going to see a straight line drawn through your center of your ankle, center of your knee, your hips, your shoulders, and your earlobe. So your neck is involved in neutral. It's not high, head's not low, neutral. Are you warmed up yet? Of course you are. Now release it down. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Lengthen and push yourself through a mini cobra. Can you push yourself through a mini cobra? Open up the belly, shoulders. You want a little bit bigger. Push a little bit bigger. It's up to you. Draw those shoulder blades down, elbows squeezed. Perfect. Let's release this down and push yourself up and back. You can do your child's pose, absolutely, or go right into downward dog. They both count. Yes. So we just want to undo that spinal extension with a counter pose. So good, so good. Nice. Now from here, we're going to go into our pigeon stretches. And what's important, you're going to balance, right? You're going to balance on the left and let that right leg come up to the sky. When we get to the pose itself, if you prefer to do this on your back, I'll flip over and remind you of what that looks like. While you're here, let's circle that big leg up in the sky. Just 3 big circles. Again, it goes with those knee circles. One direction and then 3 the other. You're not wobbling. You got strong core strength. Good. Lift it up to the sky. Bend that right knee up in the sky. Look under your armpit. Uh-huh. And then we're going to swing it through. We're going to bring that right knee to that right wrist. Here's where this little towel or pillow comes in. If you need to, while you're scooching back with your left leg, slide something underneath that right thigh. Boy, that sure helps. Absolutely. Release the knees. But while you're here in your one-legged king pigeon, lots of names for these, you are welcome. If you decided this isn't for you, you can flip it onto your back. Okay? Reminder, leg extended, knee bent. You've got two poses. So you've got all this to play with. Those of you who are still in this one-legged, yes, can you, do you want to grasp onto this back leg? Runners, hikers, bikers. Turn so I can see you. Yeah. I still think I'm going to touch my toe to my head one day. Yeah. You know, for the record, I think you are touching your toe to your head. Absolutely. Now switch to the other pose if you're not there yet. Some of you know this, you know where you're going. If you're not sure, let me ease you down and try to come on down into forearms while you're here. Beautiful. This is a one-legged extended pigeon. Now I'd love for your head to rest on something. Deck fist, your towel, your pillow, palms. And if it's not enough, reach those arms forward. If you want it even bigger, hands to shoulders, reach your elbows. If you want it bigger, slide that left arm underneath, find a twist. The whole point here is releasing all those muscles in and around your hips. You should be able to find deep breath. If not, your hips need to be higher or you need to go on your back. Find something that allows you to breathe deeply and recognize, right? Such a powerhouse of muscles. Oh my goodness, they're gonna get tight. All the good work that they do. You've got almost 50 muscles in there. Yeah, that attach in and around the pelvis. Check that you're not clenching your teeth, shrugging your shoulders, or compensating in some other way. Let's walk those hands in gently. Good. And curl your toes under, push yourself back up into downward dog. And relax right there. Do you feel lopsided? I always do at this point. Yeah. All right, balance on your right leg, lift the left up into the sky. You've got those 3 big circles to do. If you want to stay on your back, some of you, you can do 3 circles on your back. Of course you can, and go the other direction. Of course you can. Keep your pelvis, keep your shoulders steady, no rocking around. All right, and then stretch it up to the sky, bend that knee, look underneath, open those hip flexors. That's also how we squeeze in some upper body strengthening. Yeah, swing it through. You want that left knee towards that left hand. Use your towel or your pillow underneath the thigh. That helps you. Scooch back with the right, keep squared up. One-legged king pigeon. Yep. We have so many names. You know what it is. Do you want to grasp onto this back leg? If you're on your back, you're doing a one-leg extension, and just breathe into it. While you do these on your back, just make sure you relax your head and your hips. Yeah. Excellent. You can do both hands. Don't let me hold you back. Nice, easy, slow exit. If you want to ease on down into that extended pigeon, you are welcome to do, please, I'm going to, always say this, follow what your body needs. If you want to skip one of these and do the other, If you want to do something entirely different, that's okay. Yeah. Relax your head onto something. If you're here, we do want you to be able to rest and breathe in this for at least a couple minutes. And I'll say it again, pillow, towels, or if you want more, reach those fingers forward. You want even more, elbows, or find your twist. Right arm underneath and reach. Stay there and find your deep pigeon, your hip opener. Recognizing that stretching your knee in this angle is not a bad thing. All of those connective tissues around your knee need to be stretched and not moving into pain ever, right? No shrugging, no clenching. Sometimes we curl under this back toe and we think the jaw is all relaxed, but the toes are all clenched up. Yeah, I know how to cheat through all of them. Beautiful. Keep that deep breath. And without criticism, if you have rocked over onto your left thigh, it might be because you're tight. You do want those hips parallel with the floor. Okay, now we're going to walk those hands in. We're going to release. Good. And roll on over to your back. Isn't that great? And if you're already there, bring those knees up. Give yourself a little hug. We've got a few things to do right here. Nice. Excellent. Arms go out to a T. We're going to let the right leg cross over the left. Right leg over left. Relax those shoulders down. And from here, inhale, exhale. I'm going to let this come across towards the left side. And here's why. Right leg on top, over towards the left is a little bit easier than the next one. So you've got a hip twist here. This spinal twist really gets down in towards the pelvic area really well. It's okay, we'll take care of the top side in a second. Shoulders stay anchored, energy through your fingertips, find your breath, maybe even look away. Yeah, perfect. Now, I do wish sometimes we had like 90 minutes so we could settle into these for a couple minutes. Engage that core, okay? Inhale, exhale, recruit with the belly button in. Lift them on up. Keep this crisscross. Right knee stays on top. Inhale, exhale, let it go on over to the other side. Oh. So now, with the right leg on top, over towards the right, shoulders stay down. Don't be surprised if your legs don't go all the way down. Yeah, you feel the weight of that muscular right leg. Yeah, it's pulling on that left hip. Oh, just what you needed. It goes with the pigeons, doesn't it? Uh-huh. Well, here you are. Inhale, exhale, bring them together. And now the left on top. Switching legs, but now we'll let them drift over towards the right, okay? Left knee on top towards the right. I love these. This one is a little bit easier than the next one. And keep in mind that out of these 4 positions, there's probably one that's more meaningful than the others. Yeah? Let's inhale, exhale, let's find out. Was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? And drifting on over towards the left. You kept the crisscross, you didn't change, you still have your left leg on top. It's putting a little pressure on that outer right thigh, shoulders stay down. Perfect. All right, recruit that core, bring it on up. Nice, undo the crisscross. Your feet can be on the floor for this. You're gonna put those, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Put those knees together. I'm gonna roll on over to the side. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Hands together. They're extended out long. Okay, now this is the knees together, knees together. I'm pretty sure I'm saying keep your knees together. Inhale and open. that top arm to the rear. Did I say to keep your knees together? Yeah, keep your knees together. And now you're gonna feel more of an upper body twist, okay? So the anterior, the front side of this top shoulder, ooh, that should be opening really well. Feel the spinal twist, upper thoracic. Yeah, anchored with those knees together, down low. Very different. Good. And recruit that core. Inhale, exhale, bring them together. Now, you can just roll on over to the other side, right? I'm going to switch so I can see you. Hands together, shoulders stacked, hips are stacked, knees in the 90-degree, and knees together, Good. Inhale and open up that top arm. There you go. As you do this, I caught myself, I really want to stretch out this arm and stretch out that shoulder, but I caught myself letting my top knee slide behind the stack. Keep the knees right on top of each other. And maybe this top arm doesn't go down to the floor. I think some of you are really, really flexible through your shoulders and the anterior side. Beautiful, great. But don't worry, don't force it. Just let it. Nice. And we're going to release that. Bring it on in. You may choose to do your Shavasana right here or roll to a comfortable position. Yes, it is time for Shavasana. You're stretching out. Maybe give it a few reaches overhead, reach fingers and toes, and then settle in to your comfortable position. Let your body go heavy into the mat. Now we're going to move into a couple minutes of quiet breathing. I will watch the clock for you. It's not much longer. But give yourself that gift. So as you relax into your Shavasana or your pose of relaxation, feel those legs just melt into the mat. Nice relaxed opening the bottoms of your feet. And feel that release across your pelvis, your belly, relaxed, your chest, shoulders open. Feel the relief and all the tension leaving your arms all the way to your fingertips. And feel the heaviness of your head. Calm through your mind. An easy flowing breath. Breathing in, belly. Breathing out through the belly. And then grow it deeper. Breathe in, belly, ribs. And breathe out, ribs, belly. Breathe in, belly, ribs, chest. Breathe out, chest, ribs, belly. Even slower. Breathe in, belly, ribs, chest. And breathe out, chest, ribs, belly, and empty. Notice the depth of your breath. Easy flow in through your belly, ribs, chest, out through your chest, ribs, belly. Calm serenity in your mind and an easy, open, loving heart. Feel that balance. Know that you've earned it by taking care of yourself with your good practice. Another deep breath. Big inhale. Reach overhead. Stretch out that body. Exhale. Bring those knees into chest. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself gratitude for being here today and know that everything you did was just perfect. We're going to close our practice. You are welcome to stay right there, or you can roll to one side or come up to a seated position. Taking a moment while you're here with this beautiful, wonderful, hopeful energy. But if there's someone in your life who's been needing you or hurting, you can send that positive, loving, healing thought right here, right now. The light and love in me salutes and honors the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste. And many, many, many thanks for being here today, for doing this. Take this with you, share it with the world. I can see your beautiful faces. I want you to think of trying to work this into your schedule next Monday. Welcome your friends and family. I know it's a holiday, 4 o'clock on Memorial Day. It's a good time to do yoga. Yes, and your dogs. Sweet Nellie, bring her too. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I look forward to seeing you every single week. So in the chat, let me know if you're going to be here next Monday and anything that I can do to support you. Change it up. Do less of that. Hey, and you got your plank in today. Take care. I love you all. You're so awesome. You guys are fabulous. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Karen. Yes, I will look forward to seeing you as well. Thank you. Thank you. So good to see you guys. It's fun to, as we do this, and then I look, I can see it scrolling. Yeah. That's fabulous. Good job. Monday, well done. All right, we're going to be signing off. Aw. A few more messages from you guys. Oh, good. Okay. I'm glad to have all of you. Thank you so much for joining, and you make me smile. You have no idea. You're my sanity. All right. Thanks for the comments. Namaste.